So we're back with Javier Murillo. He is an expert on artificial intelligence. How are you, Javier?
Hi, Javier.
Should we see this as an opportunity or is it an existential threat?
No, it's an existential threat, at least according to Musk, because you saw that.
Elon Musk. What do you think?
According to Elon Musk and also according to Stephen Hawking,
Oh, that's
it's
right.
a threat.
Yeah.
But the thing is that artificial intelligence is beginning. We can do whatever we want as human beings. I don't go with the idea of Mark Zuckerberg, which is that everything is going to be fine and everything is going to be okay, because actually there was a test in Facebook where the test was wrong. They put two artificial intelligence to speak, and they developed their own language.
Yeah. And they shut it down, right?
And they shut it down.
Well, could you just put into context why someone like Musk would perceive artificial intelligence as a threat? What are the dangers?
The dangers are that we don't program well the artificial intelligence.
Give us some examples.
That we don't put the rules. For example, what happened in Facebook. The thing was that in Facebook, they don't put the rule that the artificial intelligence have to speak in English. So they develop their own language.
Are we talking about Terminator scenario? Remember the movies, the Terminator, where, you know, what are we talking about here?
Terminator or Matrix?
Or Matrix, right.
I don't think so, because we're in the point that we have to develop good artificial intelligence. We have to be able, as human beings, to make the machines work for us and not let the machines make work for them.
Oh, Javier, we have President Donald Trump. I mean, we're in a world where, you know, humans don't necessarily make the best and most logic decisions.
We're talking about artificial intelligence when we've got issues with biological intelligence.
The thing is that as digitalization, which in 10 years ago we said that it was going to bring a lot of bad things to humanity.
Right.
Right now it's the same. Artificial intelligence is just a technology trend. So the thing is that the computers can think. So that's the dangerous part of it.
Okay, so let's go back to this. Okay, so you mentioned Facebook. Facebook develops an AI, and they start talking to each other, and they start developing their own language that is incomprehensible to human beings. Why did they shut it down? Why would that be dangerous?
Because they don't know what was happening. I think the pilot went wrong. So right now what they're doing is what happened in order for us to put the rules so that doesn't happen again.
So like rules, well, you talk about rules. Isaac Asimov developed the rules of robotics for his novels, and one of these was basically you shall not harm a human being or by inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Is this the sort of rules that we're talking about?
Yes, but the thing is that what everyone says is that those rules are limited by Isaac Asimov, which made them a lot of years ago. So what is happening right now is that we have to learn as human beings. You know what's the real danger? That the human beings are controlled by corporations or by governments because of artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Explain that. What does that mean?
Yeah. The thing is that there are going to be a lot of jobs that the computers are going to do instead of humans. So the thing is that we don't let, as people, that the control of artificial intelligence, it's made only by corporations and by governments.
But governments and corporations are people, so how does that?
No, but they want to have the control of economy, and they want to have all in control.
What, that they would unleash these AI that would control those sectors? Is that the idea?
The idea is not to let them to control. The idea is to let an open source type of artificial intelligence.
Well, give us an example, and let's talk about Mexico. I mean, where is Mexico in this artificial intelligence?
Developing AI? What's going on?
Where are we?
Mexico, as all the emerging economies, right now it's trying to go into the trend. What is going to happen? It's going to happen the same as in digitalization. The thing is that in order for us to be competitive as a country, we have to go into artificial intelligence. And what is happening? Millennials and Generation Z, it's going into what are the new rules of technology, which is data science or other practices, which are the ones that these millennials and Generation Z are working on.
So, okay, so to come back to Mexico, is this happening in Mexico? You're based out of Mexico.
Yes, I'm based out of Mexico.
And what's going on in AI in Mexico?
Actually, there are 4 big players in technology. It's Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and IBM. They are making projects in Mexico with their partners in order to make Mexico one of the leaders in artificial intelligence.
Give us a specific example, something that we can kind of an example where we see how it affects us or how it benefits the human race.
For example, the automated cars. Okay, it's difficult in Mexico to adopt automated cars because the roads in Mexico are not good enough in order for automation in transportation to be implemented. But the thing is that they are working with the roads in Mexico, with the government, like with Google and Amazon, in order for them to put some automation in distribution and logistics. That it's a project that it's going on right now.
That's real, and that's happening
real.
right
That's
now.
happening right
so
now.
automated cars, I'm thinking in the horizon, because this is a game changer, right?
Yeah.
Because if you have automated cars, you no longer have accidents. You have about 80% fewer cars on the
Traffic.
road.
You don't need drivers.
There's no more. But yes, of course, that's by definition.
Well,
but you don't have any traffic.
But that's a
you don't
huge.
have.
There's going to be a large number of people losing
Yeah,
their jobs.
just in Mexico City, there's
Yes.
a metropolitan area. There's about 250,000 people who are chauffeurs of one kind or another.
Yeah.
So that's going to change everything for cities very specifically, right?
Yeah.
And what's your take on that?
First, not for cities, but for distribution and logistics out of cities.
Okay.
That is going to be I think it's going to be the
Trucks?
first thing. Trucks.
So truckers are going to be the first ones out of a job?
Planes.
Planes. Oh my gosh.
I don't see planes.
Oh no, it's already happening.
It's
drones.
No,
You have
it
drones.
it can happen, but I don't see them.
You already
They're
have
not being a
it.
pilot.
Actually, one of the jobs that everyone says.
To transport only goods, you don't need a pilot.
This is true.
Yeah.
I'll grant you that.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yes, because you don't need a pilot because you trust in a machine
Right.
in order to transport goods.
Right.
Now, Javier,
Not people.
Not people.
Not people.
Yeah, not at the beginning.
Right.
There was the Facebook test which had AI developing its own language, which was really scary, so they've unplugged it. There was another test that was really interesting that I saw where they had the 2 AIs playing a game,
Yeah.
and insofar as the game allowed there to be unlimited resources, they would sort of collaborate and they would play nicely. But the minute that they limited
cheat.
the resources, then the AIs started to kill each other
They
virtually.
behave like humans.
They started
Also,
behaving
they
like
cheat.
humans.
Right.
And they started cheating.
Yeah.
They started cheating.
Right.
And
So-
did they shut that down? Is that
Yes,
the type
actually,
of world that we're going
they're-
towards?
they are doing right now a lot of tests. The thing is, we're gonna have to work on the rules, the business rules or the human rules. That is the thing, because if you put right now artificial intelligence and you let it go, maybe it's gonna be a matrix story. But we learn from AI. We learn from Isaac Asimov, and all those people who are thinking about what do we have to do as human beings, not to be controlled by machines. That is the issue. Right now, artificial intelligence, it's helping us. We have to maintain that trend.
Okay.
Okay, one
that's
last question. I have to ask this last question because we're running out of time. In the short term,
Yeah.
in the next couple of years, what is going to be the project or the program here in Mexico
What do
that
we
you
need to
think
keep an eye on?
on artificial intelligence here in Mexico? What should we be looking for?
Every process that has been automated, it's going to require artificial intelligence. So automation is going to be the first thing that we can use without artificial intelligence.
Excellent. Pues Javier Murillo, thank you very much for being here with us.
Thank you
We
so
look forward
much,
to
Javier.
continuing.